Alright, so what's up guys? So we're out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all of you to watch and enjoy. And like everyone in the world, you got habits. And you know, for a lot of you, fitness has, a particular influence, right? We have habits regarding our fitness goals, right? And what we want to do. And, for you want to work on that, right? You want to get better. You want to hone those habits. And, fitness itself is a habit, right? Something that you want to do every day, right? A certain number of minutes or hours in a day, or built up over a week because you got to rest and so forth. So, for you, don't worry, because we are going to give you 4 tips to make fitness a habit, right? You want to develop that thing and hone your abilities. So, for you, tip number 1, as far as making your fitness a habit, is to check your progress at the beginning, right? Take a picture of yourself and, observe where you are today and realize, that you only have room for improvement. You're only going to grow from there, because by simply taking pictures of yourself, writing down your progress, writing down how much you weigh in your body fat and so forth, is going to get you attuned to understanding the effect of fitness on your body. It's going to make you realize what fitness does to you, and it's going to keep you motivated. It's going to keep you wanting to strive for more in that area. Because I know about you, but how awesome is it to simply see progress in yourself, right? To see these goals or marks getting hit, and seeing you achieve a new body fat and cut off weight, right? For many. So do that, right? Check your progress, right? They have various sets of different scales, right? Some are very complex and show you, your metabolic rate and your body fat. Get one of those, right? Or just simply a basic scale will do, and track how much weight you're losing a week and a month and so forth. And, if you're slacking off, right, you're not working out as much as you're supposed to, you're gonna see that, right? It's gonna show up when that scale lights up with that number. And, it's gonna make you more inclined to want to go and do the work, right? Because you're gonna feel like you gotta improve, right? You screwed up, because I don't know about you, but for me, doing that, right? Falling short on a task makes me want to go after it, right? Because that you got to get that much better to improve, right? So if you're not, working out as much as you're supposed to, or eating the right things, seeing that number, it's going to light you up, right? It's going to get that fire behind your eyes. It's going to get you to want to work. It's going to make you realize that, hey, I messed up and I got to improve, right? I got to work on this, because if I don't, that number can keep getting higher and higher, and I don't like that. You got to remember that feeling, right? That down feeling when you mess up, and that good feeling when you do. And that's tip number 2, right? Is to become, in a sense, emotionally invested into it, right? Don't necessarily become an addict to fitness, but understand, that doing well is going to make you feel great, and doing bad, it's not going to be so good, right? Because the fitness goals and so forth, and what we do in there, is greatly tied, to our minds, but it has such an influence on our progress, right? As far as what we're trying to achieve when we're working out and so forth. So, for you, understand that, right? Set it up, set yourself up for success, right? Realize that if you're lifting more weight, right? If now you're lifting 10 more pounds on the bench press, you're gonna be stronger this week, right? If you're running an extra half mile heavy run, you better believe that you're gonna lose weight, right? That the next time you look at that scale, a smaller number is gonna appear. And that's great, right? You're gonna feel awesome, right? Because I know it makes me feel awesome, right? When I, get better, get faster, get stronger, simply go after my goal and achieve it. And, you got to be emotionally wrapped in it, right? Get your head in it, because your head can trick you into not doing the work. So, gotta be above your head and your mind. And, goal number 3 is to resist temptations, right? That bad friend that keeps asking you, to go out drinking and go and get, ice cream and go to this restaurant and so forth, right? Where you're eating all this disgusting, fattening food and drinking till your stomach explodes. So, for you gotta resist doing that, right? You gotta learn to say no, right? If you got that cupcake in the fridge, right? You gotta learn to resist it, to refuse it, right? You can't be always eating foods that you're not supposed to be. You gotta manage them. So, a lot of that comes from that mental willpower, right? It's simply understanding what it is that's good and what it is that's bad. And, simply defeating your mind, right? Because when you see things, signals light up in your brain, right? You see, some ice cream, right? And you immediately think, oh my God, this is good. I'd love to have some right now, right? Even by me thinking about it, makes me want to have one right now. But you know how foolish it would be if I just stopped and ate an ice cream right now. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep running. So, that part of my mind, that I built up, that tolerance, right, in order to feel these emotions, these temptations, and simply say no, has been developed. And I'm able, to refuse it and rise above them. So, for you, think about that, right? Work on your ability to say no. And, tip number 4 in staying on your habits is surround yourself with the right people and the right things, right? Fill your fridge up only with healthy and, energy boosting foods, right? Don't put, a bunch of stuff that is unhealthy in there, because you're probably gonna consume them. Because I know I do. So, for you too, you want to surround yourself with fitness, not necessarily enthusiasts, but people that simply like it, right? Because if you're around people that don't like it, their excuses for not going to the gym and, simply feelings about it is going to rub off onto you, right? And you're not going to want to do what you got to do, and that is go to the gym and have an awesome workout, because they probably aren't. So by them not doing it, they're going to be doing other things, and they're going to invite you to do those other things, right? It'll be anything but go to the gym. And if you bring up the idea, working on yourself and achieving great levels of personal fitness, you'll get the side eye, right? They will look at you funny and so forth, right? So, don't let it affect you, right? Cut off those friends if you have to, right? Or keep them around, but lessen the time that you spend with them, right? And foster new relationships with people, right? If you don't have any friends that like fitness, try to find some, right? Hang around the gyms and the colleges, right? Where young, fit people congregate. And, you'll probably stumble across some cool people and meet them. And you'll be able to get to know them and, learn from them and motivate each other. And, stay on your fitness habits. Because going about this journey alone is quite difficult. It's hard. It's not, the easiest of things, depending on how much you actually love it. So, for you, we hope you enjoyed that tip along with the other 3 tips for, keeping your fitness habits, right? Staying on par with your fitness goals, because you know those achievements, right? Those milestones, those markers, right? Losing 100 pounds in 10 weeks and so forth, whatever goal it is, it requires you to stay on discipline, right? On a routine. And essentially, it's a bunch of habits that you got to develop and maintain. So you are your habits. So if you have good fitness habits, you are going to be good in regards to fitness. So, you know, without further ado, that scared us, that loud honk. But without further ado, you know, as always, we say thank you and goodbye.